The Kerala Public Service Commission is facing an unusual credibility challenge. On the one hand, it remains one of the country's most productive recruitment commissions, accounting for nearly 60% of the appointments made through state PSCs. Kerala has also seen a significant decline in unemployment in recent years. On the other hand, allegations of irregularities in recruitment, along with prolonged protests by rank holders awaiting appointments, have raised questions about the transparency and credibility of the whole system. To understand this paradox, we speak to N.K. Sakir, former chairman, Kerala PSC.
Kerala Public Service Commission, from among the all state public service commission, is the highest body in terms of the number of recruitments, number of examinations, and all other things what is dealing by the Kerala Public Service Commission. So taking into account of the total number of appointments whole India, almost 60% of the total appointment rests with the Kerala Public Service Commission. So according to me, there is no such controversy, no attack on the credibility of the system what is prevailed by the Kerala Public Service Commission. It has its own record from among the old Public Service Commission because the constitutional body is dealing its affairs very well without affecting any right of the applicant, employee or any other persons who are depending upon the system of the Kerala Public Service Commission. So compared to other Public Service Commission, all other states, they do have different set of arrangements and different recruitment bodies. But in the case of the Kerala Public Service Commission, all recruitments are vested with the Public Service Commission. That's why we are dealing. Otherwise, the Public Service Commission is dealing with the crores of applicants per year. So there is a very possibility of having small technical mistakes or any other complaints, but that can be remedied by the Public Service Commission. So such a complaint initiated by the applicant never become a controversy or affect the credibility. But nowadays, I will tell you later the things, what is the things behind, what is the political motive behind making this such a very fine institution into a low grading institution, that there are many motives behind it. No, it's only a technicality, it's only because, so while scanning the answer papers, around 300, more than 300 examinations are conducted per year by the Kerala Public Service Commission. Almost every weekend, all education institutions are filled with the Kerala Public Service Commission examinations. Every day, the teachers and the Kerala Public Service Commission staffs, they are all coming out from the office to conduct the various examinations. So while conducting the examination, there are every possibility of making some sort of complaints over the examination. If the complaints are forthcoming in a serious nature, the PSC has its own rule to remedy the same, and there is every provision to revise the rank list, and whatever may be the mistake corrupting, that can be corrected. But before correcting, why the Kerala Public Service Commission dragging into the criminal investigation team as it is they have committed a criminal offense? So there is procedure. If a candidate is pointed out a deficiency in service or defect in the publication of the rank list or any change of the rank, everything can be corrected. So as you said, as in the case of the Planning Board Chief Examination, formerly these examinations were evaluated through a system where the answer books are taken by the evaluators and they do mark over the physical paper. But after the digital revolution, what was happened that there can conduct examination paper scrutiny in the camp itself. So many scanners are come together and that will be distributed among the experts, subject experts, they usually value it. So while transferring all these papers into one module, there occurs a mistake of missing 52 questions from among the 100 questions. What has happened? That should not have happened. That also my reply. So when it has happened, why do the government unnecessarily taking into the public services commission into an accused box? Because there is a judicial system which can scrutinize any defect in the system. There are issues which are dealt by the Kerala Administrative Service and the Kerala High Court. So before resorting all these things into the petition by the applicant, after the government, when the new government is formed, the first agenda was to attack the Public Service Commission. I think it is a pre-planned game in order to divert the issues what is hurdles before the government. Because what is required by the applicants, they want to correct the system. So what is better? To correct it immediately and revise the rank list. So without permitting the Public Service Commission to revise the rank list, they are keeping an investigation team over the table of the Kerala Public Service Commission and make the things very horrible. It is upon the government to report the vacancy as and when a person who retires from the post, or there are chances of creating vacancies by additional cadre strength. And it is upon the government, in the case of the teachers, now they are hunger strike before the secretariat. I do find the fault with the government, because the government before last 10 years, even I have witnessed as a chairman, when a rank list comes into force, automatically the government will expedite the reporting of the vacancies without delay. Suppose if a person retires next week, before that retirement and in anticipating that vacancy, there will be a pro forma of reporting of vacancies. So if such a system is still in force, all the vacancies can be forwarded to the Public Service Commission, as against which and appointments can be given. And in the case of the teachers, staff fixation is very important. Staff fixation after the election or in the verge of the academic year starting, they have to start with the staff fixation and find the vacancies. So without finding the vacancies and keeping the vacancies not reporting to the Public Service Commission, the applicants, those who are in the rank list, they have no other go other than protesting and demanding the vacancies from the government. It is upon the appointing authority to report the vacancies. The PSC cannot repeatedly ask the government where is the vacancies. The vacancy has to be reported from the side of the appointing authority. So it is not a fault of the Public Service Commission. At the maximum, what the Public Service Commission can do is that as and when the vacancy is reported next week or within a couple of weeks, the adverse memo can be issued. So these are things cannot be, as you have said, that cannot be put to the shadow of the what you call the doubt over the Public Service Commission. So the Jantar Mantar issues or agitations, that is against an examination conducted by a NEET authority to shortlist the candidates for the further studies, higher studies. That was continuously leaked. These things are not corrected. The systems are not corrected. Government is not taking care of the area where to correct. So that is why it was propagated by one the digital platform that they well performed to collect the students from various points. All the Indian students are put up their minds in tune with the protest. So in the case of the Kerala Public Service Commission's examination, when he complained, nobody can complain that the Public Service Commission is ready and willing to put up the issue even if a single mail or a piece of paper is placed before the table of the Public Service Commission. The very moment Public Service Commission will have an answer over that subject. The Public Service Commission will not close the door of the complaint. That is why the Jantar Mantar issue is that they have closed the door, not by the students or the agitators. Here, the Public Service Commission as constitutional body always willing to go along with the complainants. So we are not, the Public Service Commission, not against the complainants or complaints. So that is the two things are different. So the urgent requirement, what is required from the system, what is experienced from my side, is to make more digitally effective. That is only one way to expedite the process of the examination.